Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news. Alright, Lions fans, buckle up because today we have some serious updates that could shake up the entire NFC North landscape. You know, this season has been a roller coaster for Detroit, with all the highs and lows that come with trying to dominate in a competitive division. But what's really catching everyone's attention right now is the situation on the offensive line, specifically regarding one of their most crucial players, Taylor Decker. And trust me, this isn't just any injury update. This could have long-lasting implications for the Lions' Super Bowl aspirations this season. So let's dive into what's going on. Taylor Decker, the Lions' starting left tackle, has been battling through a shoulder injury that initially required surgery during the offseason. It's been quite a journey for him, especially considering the importance of his position on the offensive line. Left tackle is often called the quarterback's best friend, and Decker has been a cornerstone of Detroit's offensive line since he was drafted. His leadership, experience, and ability to protect Jared Goff's blindside have been vital for the Lions' success in recent years. However, the injury has been a persistent problem. After Week 1, where he played despite some discomfort, the issue flared up again. Since Week 2, Decker has been officially on the injury report, and over the last 3 weeks, he's missed 8 out of 9 practice sessions. That's a significant red flag for any team, especially when you're talking about a player who is earning a hefty $60 million contract, a deal that clearly reflects his importance to Detroit's offensive scheme. Now, I want to emphasize something here. Despite all these setbacks, Taylor Decker has been tough as nails. He's suited up for every game so far this season, even with the nagging injuries, which speaks volumes about his grit and dedication. But making it through games and practicing regularly are two different things. The Lions are clearly cautious at this point, and they're right to be. The health of a player like Decker isn't just about one game. It's about the entire season, the playoffs, and hopefully a deep run that could lead to a Super Bowl appearance. Here's where things get even more interesting. Going into Week 5, the Lions are preparing to face the Cincinnati Bengals, and the injury report is shaping up to be quite a story. For the third consecutive week, Decker didn't participate in practice at all, which prompted the team to list him as questionable for the upcoming game. That's standard protocol, but things took a serious turn when Adam Schefter, one of the most reliable NFL insiders, reported that the Lions had downgraded Decker from questionable to doubtful. And I tell you, that's a big deal. When you hear doubtful in the NFL, it's almost like a code that says, "We're not expecting him to play," especially given the timeline and how cautious the Lions have been with him. This downgrade is more than just a technicality. It signals that the Lions are preparing for the possibility that they might be without their veteran left tackle. And that's a huge blow, not just for the offensive line, but for Jared Goff's protection overall. The Lions' offense has been clicking this season, but losing Decker would mean relying on the next man up, and that's where things get really interesting. So what's the plan? Well, it looks like Giovanni Manu, a 4th-round pick from the 2024 NFL Draft, is set to make his first career start at left tackle. Now you might be thinking, who is Giovanni Manu? Well, he's a young player who has had limited opportunities so far, only 7 snaps in 2025 after redshirting his rookie season. But this is his big moment. He's stepping into a role that requires him to protect Goff's blindside, face off against some of the best pass rushers in the league, and prove that he belongs. And that's no easy task. The Bengals' defense, led by their star pass rusher Trey Hendrickson, is formidable. Hendrickson has been a nightmare for offensive lines all season, constantly pressuring quarterbacks and creating turnovers. For Manu, this will be a true test of his technique, resilience, and mental toughness. The Lions are counting on him to hold the edge, to give Goff enough time to find his receivers, and to keep the pocket stable. It's a tall order for a player still in the early stages of his career, but Lions fans know the team's coaching staff has faith in his potential. This situation also highlights how crucial depth and young talent are in the NFL. Injuries are part of the game, and teams that can adapt quickly, find solutions, and develop their young players often come out ahead. The Lions have always prided themselves on building a resilient roster, and this scenario with Giovanni Manu could be a testament to that philosophy. If he steps up and performs well, it could be a defining moment for his career, and maybe even a turning point for the Lions' offensive line this season. Now, let's zoom out a little and look at the bigger picture for Detroit. This season has been quite a roller coaster, no doubt. The Lions started strong and showed flashes of dominance, especially on offense. Jared Goff has been playing at a high level, connecting with his receivers, and leading the team with confidence. The running game has also been solid, with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs providing a nice balance to the attack. But football is a brutal sport, and injuries test the depth and resilience of any team. The defense, led by players like Aiden Hutchinson and other young stars, has been improving, but it's still a work in progress. The team's ability to adapt, especially on the offensive line, will be critical moving forward. If Decker can return soon and regain health, that would be a boost. But if not, the Lions need to trust their depth and young talent like Giovanni Manu. This situation also underscores how important it is for the Lions to develop players internally to have the next man ready to step in when adversity strikes. Looking ahead, the Lions are in a prime position to make a deep playoff run if they stay healthy and execute their game plan. The NFC North is fiercely competitive, with teams like the Minnesota Vikings and Green Bay Packers always lurking, but Detroit has been showing they can compete with anyone when at full strength. The offensive line is a key piece of that puzzle, and the Decker injury update adds an element of uncertainty, but also opportunity for other players to shine. And let's not forget, this season is about more than just winning games. It's about building a culture of resilience, fighting through adversity, and proving that the Lions are a legitimate contender in the league. Every game, every snap counts, and for a young team like Detroit, learning to overcome obstacles like injuries is part of their growth process. The coaching staff, led by Dan Campbell, has emphasized toughness and grit, and we'll see how that mentality translates on the field this week. In conclusion, this latest update about Taylor Decker's injury status is a reminder of how unpredictable the NFL can be. The Lions are facing a significant challenge, but they also have young talent ready to step up. Giovanni Manu's first start at left tackle could be a defining moment for him and the team. Fans should stay tuned, because this story isn't over yet. The Lions have shown they can overcome adversity before, and with a deep roster, a committed coaching staff, and a passionate fan base, they're well equipped to handle whatever comes next. Journey to another Super Bowl run is filled with hurdles, but Detroit's resilience and determination continue to shine through. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. Keep the passion alive, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. Go Lions!